Deep, deep, deep into the heart of the winter. Deep, deep, deep into the womb of the mother. Deep, 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 where there is no other song but the song of my soul. Deep, deep, deep into the heart of the winter. Deep, deep, deep into the womb of the mother. Deep, 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 where there is no other song but the song of my soul.
Welcome. Tonight, we celebrate the winter solstice, the shortest day and the longest night of the year. Traditionally, it is a time of both foreboding and expectancy, as the longest night leads to the return of the sun. Solstice in Latin means the sun standing still. We find common ground together in celebrating this occasion. What does it mean to find light amid darkness? To honor the cycle of death and life? To experience the miracle of birth? To recognize that there is always darkness just before the dawn? For everything, there is a season, a time to die, and a time to be born. With the arrival of winter's low, dark sky, communities around the world look to the miracle of light as a sign of rebirth and a source of hope. May the returning light brighten the darkness of winter and the darkness of our hearts. May it assure us that spring always follows winter, that hope triumphs over despair, and that peace will eclipse war, and that love shines brighter than hate.
We begin tonight by redirecting our circle to the sacred, to honor the elements and the directions. We begin our ritual tonight with the casting of the circle with words and song. We welcome families, friends, and spirits from the four corners of the earth, east, south, west, and north. We invite you now to join hands with the people next to you. If you cannot reach a hand, imagine yourself energetically connected to the person closest to you. Hand to hand, the circle is cast. You may drop your hands now.
We are a circle within a circle. circle within a circle with no beginning and never ending. We are a circle within a circle with no beginning and never ending.
Inside our hearts there grows a spark, love and desire, a burning fire.
We are a circle within a circle with no beginning and never ending. We are a circle within a circle with no beginning and never ending. Within our blood, within our tears, there lies the altar of burning water. We are a circle within a circle with no beginning and never ending. We are a circle within a circle with no beginning and never ending. Take our fear, take our pain, take the darkness into the earth again. We are a circle within a circle with no beginning and never ending. We are a circle within a circle with no beginning and never ending.
The moonlight falls upon the rise of the rock circle. Frozen light in a winter's night. Shadows dance. I hear the call of the island sea, wave nudging a shore of rock and sand, and I step into the ancient circle and cast my spirit. Here is this place, made holy by all those who have trod here before me. I touch the sacred winter solstice. My heart waits. The spirit awakes.
The dark has come. The earth, in her great dance around the sun, has come inevitably to the solstice, the time of extremes, of distance, of darkness and light. In our hemisphere, we experience this time as one of cold darkness, of shortening days and lengthening nights. The earth is tipping, from our perspective, further and further away from the sun. We wait. But the moment when the darkness is greatest is not entirely predictable. The spinning dance of earth continues, but for one brief instant, when the axis of the earth's rotation crosses the line through the center of our orbit around the sun, the tipping stops. And for a moment, we seem to stand suspended in space, pulsing with potential movement and ongoing life. Then, like a child's top that almost fell, we are saved by the spin and lifted up again toward the light.
I do not like the dark. The wind howls louder in the dark. The cold seeps through my front door. I see the coyote shadow from my window. Please be with me. I feel so alone. I'm afraid.
The longest night and shortest day of the year, when the powers of light and warmth seem weakest, and we are immersed in the dark. But in the ancient goddess traditions, darkness was not something fearful. White, the color of bone, of snow, was the color of death. Black, the color of fertile soil, was connected to the darkness of the womb, to gestation, fertility, possibility, and mystery. Mythically, tonight, the Great Mother labors to birth the sun and the new year out of the womb of all possibility. Which of the myriad potentials will come to light? What kind of year will it be? What child will be born from that womb? That part depends on us. We are the midwives. We must use our human hands to shape history, our human minds to choose what qualities we need and want to bring to birth. We must use our human will to make the choice.
When your eyes are tired, the world is tired also. When your vision has gone, no part of the world can find you. Time to go into the dark where the night has eyes to recognize its own. There you can be sure you are not beyond love. The dark will be your womb tonight. The night will give you a horizon farther than you can see. You must learn one thing. The world was made to be free in. Give up on all other worlds except for the one to which you belong. Sometimes it takes darkness and the sweet confinement of your aloneness to learn anything or anyone that does not bring you alive is too small for you.
Old One, this holy night brings people good joy. The moon walks in the fields of the sky, and behind her walks the round red sun, and behind him walks the lovely stars. For the white, white moon is the good wife sweet, and the round red sun is the good man, strong. And the clear, clear stars are their children, dear. Old One, welcome to you, Old One. Welcome to the snow and the ice and the dark, the bitter cloud of your breath, the pillow-feathered snow. Old One, Cold One, though we fear your storm, yet we welcome you to blow with cleansing breath, to blow away the old year and usher in the new.
Great Spirit of love, come to me with the power of the north. Make me courageous when the cold wind falls upon me. Give me strength and endurance for everything that is harsh, everything that hurts, everything that makes me squint. Let me move through life, ready to take what comes from the north. Great Spirit of light, come to me out of the east with the power of the rising sun. Let there be light in my words. Let there be light on my path that I walk. Let me remember always that you give the gift of the new day. And never let me be burdened with the sorrow by not starting over again.
Turning, turning, spirits yearning, reaching for
What is this night?
It is the night of the midwinter solstice.
What is the meaning of this night?
It is a peak of power.
What is the element that rules this night?
Tonight, darkness reaches the limit of its power over light.
What do we do in the dark?
We look at ourselves in the dark.
We look at our lives in the dark.
We look at our paths in the dark.
We look at our hopes and fears in the dark.
What happens in the dark?
Seeds grow in the dark.
Babies grow in the dark.
We rest in the dark.
We get ready.
Do we fear darkness?
No, we glory in the darkness.
We dream in the darkness.
We are made whole in the darkness.
Half the day in the dark. Half of the night is dark.
And we'll take a moment to go within. Sit comfortably in your chair. Uncross any arms or legs. Close your eyes or gaze softly down the end of your nose. Sit and know you're sitting. Start to tune into sensation. Notice the light touch of your clothing on your skin, the temperature of the room, the air on your skin. Now relax into the way you hold yourself. Allow the chair, allow the earth to support you. Next, notice how you are breathing. Start with just a curiosity. Observe what you're thinking. Check in how you feel emotionally, and allow whatever you feel to be here. Allow yourself to be in this moment just as you are. And bring more attention to your breath. The sounds, sensations, movements that go with an inhale and an exhale. Deepen your inhales and lengthen your exhales. Notice your mind softening as your breath slows. Now imagine as you inhale that you are pulling up energy from Mother Earth up through your feet, into your spine, and as you exhale, feel this energy spill out of the crown of your head. Inhale, draw energy up from the earth. Exhale, feel this energy spill out from your crown into the room. Now bring your breath awareness into the center of your heart. Let your attention rest here, and as thoughts arise, notice them, but continue to bring your awareness back again and again to your heart. Begin to visualize a flicker of light in your heart center. Each time that you inhale, imagine this light expanding. And as the field of your heart center grows like the breath, let this field of awareness gradually envelop you. Notice the continuing of this heart space, the limitlessness of it. Observe how this light-filled heart is bigger than the physical organ that we know. Feel this light and energy expanding into the room. And then attend the qualities that arise from it. Ask yourself, what is the nature of this light? Perhaps a feeling of compassion or love arises. Or maybe you cannot put into words what sense you have at your light heart center. Situate yourself in this field of light and awareness, a place from which you can witness your own story, your own heart. Rest here, inside this pulse of light-filled awareness. Keep drawing your attention back to this space of infinite witness. And know that you are more than your thoughts. You are more than the stories. You are this awareness. You are this light. Let your attention come back to your breath. And if you would like, lift your hands and place your palms over your closed eyes. Let your head become heavy into your palms, a gesture that reveals the purpose of meditation to provide support for your mind. Let yourself feel supported, and now allow your head to become lighter on your palms. When you are ready, Open your eyes into the darkness of your palms, and then gradually release your hands away from your eyes. Take a deep breath and come back into this space.
You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert, repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Tell me about your despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. Meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscapes, over the prairies and the deep trees, the mountains and the rivers. Meanwhile, the wild geese, high in the clean blue air, are heading home again. Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls to you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over, announcing your place in the family of things.
Night has its own kind of beauty, different than the beauty of the day. Night is a time of sleep and dreams and inward visions, a time of pause within activity. Darkness is an invitation to imagining and storytelling, and to using ears instead of eyes to listen to the world in its stillness. Darkness is the den of life in germination, and darkness is the portal of death that opens to eternity, the mystery of all times past and endless present.
Circle round and I will tell you a story about when the sun was born again. It was the middle of winter and the sun had grown very old. All year long, the sun had worked very hard, rising and setting each day. All year long, the sun had fed everybody on earth, shining and shining, giving energy to the trees and the flowers and the grasses so they could grow and feed the animals and birds and insects and you. All year, the sun's gravity held tight to the spinning ball of the earth and the twirling ball of the moon and the 8 other whirling planets that traveled around and around and around until the poor sun was dizzy watching it all. Now the poor tired sun could barely make it up in the morning, and after a very short time needed to sleep again. So the days grew shorter, the nights grew longer, until the day was so very short it was hardly worth getting up for. Night felt sorry for the sun. "Come to my arms, child," she said. "After all, I am your mother. You were born out of darkness billions of years ago, and you will return to me when all things end. Let me cradle you now, as I shelter every galaxy and star in the universe." So Night wrapped her great arms around the sun, and the night was very long indeed. "Why does the dark go on so long?" ask children all over the earth. "Won't the sun ever come back again?" "The sun is very tired," the old one said. "But maybe if you children say thank you for all the things that the sun does for us, the light may return in the morning." So the children sang songs to the sun. They thought about all the things the sun gave them. "Thank you for growing the lettuces and the corn and the rice and the wheat," they said. "Thank you for growing the trees of the forests and the seaweed in the oceans and the krill that feed the whales. Thank you for stirring the air and making the winds that bring rain." Every time a child said thank you, the sun began to feel a little bit warmer, a little bit brighter. Wrapped safely in the arms of night, the sun grew younger and younger. At last, the children had to go to bed. "We will stay up and wait for the sun to rise again," the old one said. "Can't we stay up too?" the children asked. "Well, you can try, but you will get too sleepy," the old one said. "But you can each light a candle, because all fire is a spark of the sun's fire. Put your candle in a very safe place and let it keep vigil for you as you sleep and dream of sunrise." So the children lit their candles and put them in very safe places, and each flame was a spark of the sun's fire. And the sun peeped out between the arms of night and saw all the little fires and began to feel warmer and brighter and younger still. Early in the morning, the old ones woke the children. Together they climbed the high hill and they faced to the east, the direction of sunrise. They sang songs to the sun and ran around trying to keep warm. They waited and waited to see what dawn would bring. The sky began to turn from black to indigo to blue. Slowly the sky grew light. A golden glow creeped over the horizon, and the night opened her great arms, and in a burst of brightness, the sun appeared, new and strong and shining. For in the long night, the sun had rested well and grown young from the songs and the thanks of the children, young as a brand new baby born out of night once more. Everybody cheered and the children jumped up and down. "The sun has returned, the sun is reborn," the people cried, and they danced and sang to celebrate the birth of a new day, and then they went home for breakfast.
Winter is a time of darkness, but it doesn't last forever. It is only a stop on the wheel, and soon the wheel will turn again and bring back the spring. This is the lesson that the earth teaches us, that no matter how dark it gets, the light always returns. The night will always end, and a new day begin.
Round and round the earth is turning, turning always round till morning, and from morning round to night. Round and round the earth is turning, turning always round till morning, and from morning round to night. Round and round the earth is turning, turning always round till morning, and from morning round to night.
The womb of the stars embraces us. Remnants of their fiery furnaces pulse through our veins.
We are of the stars, the dust of the explosions cast across space.
We are the earth. We breathe and live in the breath of ancient plants and beasts.
Their cells nourish the soil. We build our communities on their harvest of gifts.
Our fingers trace the curves carved in clay and stone by forebears unknown to us.
We are a part of the great circle of humanity, gathered around the fire, the hearth, the altar.
We gather tonight in gratitude to celebrate our common heritage. May we recall in gratitude all that has given us birth.
Coming down out of the freezing sky with its depths of light, like an angel or a Buddha with wings. It was beautiful and accurate, striking the snow and whatever was there with a force that left the imprint of the tips of its wings 5 feet apart, and the grabbing thrust of its feet, and the indentation of what had been running through the white valleys of the snow. And then it rose gracefully and flew back to the frozen marshes to lurk there like a little lighthouse in the blue shadows. So, I thought, maybe death isn't darkness after all, but so much light wrapping itself around us, as soft as feathers, that we are instantly weary of looking and shut our eyes, not without amazement, and let ourselves be carried, as through the translucence of mica, to the river that is without the least dapple or shadow, that nothing is but light, scalding aortal light, in which we are washed and washed out of our bones.
It matters that we hold the light for one another. It matters that we bear witness to the light that holds us all, that we testify to the light that shines its infinite love and mercy on us across oceans, across borders, across time.
Let us rest in the mystery where songs and silence dance. Let us rest in the mystery where certainty meets chance. And now here in the twilight, the whisper of the one calls us all to the mystery where it's finished and begun. Let us rest in the mystery where songs and silence dance. Let us rest in the mystery where certainty meets chance. And now here in the twilight, the whisper of the one calls us all to the mystery where it's finished and begun. Let us rest in the mystery where songs and silence dance. Let us rest in the mystery where certainty meets chance. And now here in the twilight, the whisper of the one calls us all to the mystery where it's finished and begun.
When you awake in the dark morning, heart pounding, breathing fast, dark whirlpool, black hole, feeling its suction, get out of bed, knock at the door of your nearest friend, ask to lie down beside, ask to be held. Listen while whispered words turn the whole into deep night sky. Stars closer together, winter moon rising over the white fields. Nearby, a wren rustling dry leaves. Distant owl echoing. Two people walking up the road, laughing. Let your souls laugh. Let heart sing out that long-held breath, so hollow in your stomach, so swollen in your throat. Already light is returning. Pair of wings lift softly off your eyelids, one by one. Each feathered edge clearer between you and the pearl veil of the day. You have nothing to do but live.
Let there be light, the light of joy, the light of happiness, and the light of contentment. May it illuminate our paths and fill our lives with peace. And let there be dark, for it is from our dark places that we are brought forward, tried and tested, and impelled towards growth. It is in these places that we realize compassion and we learn to love. There was day and there was night. There was joy and there was sorrow, and it was good.
to the spirits. I call the spirit of laughing water. I call the spirit of singing wind. I call the spirit of dancing fire. I call the spirit of drumming earth. Sun child, come, son of light. Leaping from stone to stone, king of the mountain and prince for a day, clad in the mad dash of boyhood. Come, little sister, daughter of light, arms full of flowers, trailing a song, followed by butterflies speckled with mud. Come, wild rogue and frolicsome maid, merry with magic, remind us how to be children, when play was our worship and pleasure our prayer. Share with us your wonder, all light-hearted spirits. Let goddess and God lend their grace to our games. Let us laugh ourselves silly. Throw cares to the wind. Let mirth be our magic and humor our hymn.
We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light deep within. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light deep within. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light deep within. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light deep within. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening.
I call the light that each of us holds. I invite all of you to come up and light a candle and speak a word out loud for what you would like to invite into this world. Together we will fill this room with light, and together we will send our light out into this hurting world. Please join me.
The sun has returned. Blessed be the light. The light was for all time and the love of all people. May the blessing of light be upon you forever, light within and light without. May all the paths you walk be lighted with peace.
We are a circle within a circle, with no beginning and never ending. We are a circle within a circle, with no beginning and never ending.
We have taken a journey down into the darkness of winter. We have traveled back up into the light with promises of springtime to come. We have found our own light. We have found that our own lights shine more brightly when we join them together. Now, we urge you to carry your light home, to take it to the streets, to join with others and to shine it on our tired world. North, west, south, and east, we thank thee for your many gifts and your blessings this eve. Go if you must, stay if you will. We bid thee hail and farewell. Our circle is now open.
When it's late December, dark and cold, where is the light? When old man year is bending low, where is the light? When the sun runs off to bed too soon, where is the light? And there's nothing but a skinny moon. Where is the light? Can you tell me where is the light? Where is the light? Where is the light? Oh, the light's inside of me. When it's dark each morning when I rise, where is the light? And it's dark when my eggs are frying. Where is the light? And it's dark when off to work I go. Where is the light? And it's dark again when I get home. Where is the light? Can you tell me where is the light? Where is the light? Where is the light? Oh, the light's inside me. It's in my skin and in my bones. It's in my heart and in my soul. That light of life so bright and gold, like a summer day you'll know. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. First verse again. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Happy solstice! Come join us for cookies.